Okay, there we go. So, this is midway through a trip. We're going from, I don't know if that's Lyon or Lyon, but it's France, I think. I think that's what F means. We're in Europe. Um, we're going to Hull in Great Britain. We've already lost 1,000 of our dollars here because there was a bug with the border crossing. So, yeah. And we might have lost like half of our 912 that we would have otherwise got because of tolls. Anyway, this is the exit. I decided to start the recording here because this is an old trip. I have no idea where to go from here, actually. Like, I think I can go this way. Oh yeah, I'm gonna break so many road laws. I don't want to. I try to follow them, but it's so difficult. This is why I'm not a truck driver. I just couldn't do it. I've settled for the easier life of just driving maybe a pickup truck with a truck camper thing attached to it. That's like my big retirement thing now. I wanna drive to all the big national parks and fuck. See, I always look the wrong way. I should be looking left first, probably. Yep. I had a pretty uneventful time up until this point. I'm also stuck with jerky movements because I'm using a PS4 controller. And I've never like gotten a truck beyond a used truck in this game. I don't know which way to go. Like, is it this way? I think it's this way. Yeah, the other one goes to the main road. Okay. I've never gotten a truck uh beyond a used one in this. If I want to drive something nice, then I'd have to be a company driver. But then you make so much less. It's very brutal. With the mods anyway. There's no way I would play this game without the economy mods. Even though it's much slower progress, at least I always have a reason to play. A lot of other games with economies in them, they give you the money way too quickly because, of course, most people don't have the time to grind out like hundreds of thousands of dollars to get the next new spacecraft or vehicle in those games. Like, even in this, I need hundreds of thousands of dollars. But that's also probably geared toward like running a trucking company. If I ever get to that point in this game, I'm likely going to stick with only a few employed drivers, however many I need to like buy the shiny new trucks once in a while. But even they, I think, can incur their own repair costs and issues. Oh, right. Am I supposed to go this way? Yeah, I'm supposed to go this way. I have a hard time figuring out, like, what lane to go into with this GPS system. I don't know why. It's pretty straightforward. I think it has something to do with just, like, driving in the moment. Yeah, I'm going over that line a lot. Left. Yes. Yellow light, red light. Okay. I think. I really have no idea where to go. Oh my gosh. And it's another red light. Okay. And it's green. Do I turn here? That's so strange. And another red light. Okay. Should have been in the rightmost lane for that. But the GPS is not great for these particular lanes. Oh, it's great. This is so much harder than American Truck Simulator. Having to care about like everything I do so much more. In America, it's just long, long highways. It's so comfy. And there's many more speed changes here, though it seems like my mod list might be a little bugged if it's giving me 80 here. I think I'll do these videos by... I don't know if I'll do them by delivery or just by game session. Oh yeah, here we have to drive in the leftmost lane. Or at least that's what it said when I got off the ferry. There's so many different road laws depending on the country you're in. And they have a nice little thing to reference in-game for that. But I forgot the hotkey for it. So I just have to hope I don't screw up. Leave my lights set to automatic. Oh, damn. I mean, I should have saw that coming, but at least, like in America, they give you a heads up on, oh, yeah, there's a hard curve up ahead. Hard turn. Doesn't happen here. You better figure it out yourself. Anyway, I got a little off track, like two subjects off track. I was talking about, like in retirement, how I'd get, or maybe even before retirement, get a pickup truck, put a camper thing on it. Yeah. Only downside is, since I'm renting, uh, I would probably have to lug that thing around everywhere. And that'll probably kill my gas mileage, if I had to guess. So maybe it is better for me to wait till retirement. Oh my god. What is this traffic? But yeah, I was gonna get like an America the Beautiful pass. It's like, I don't know, at most a couple hundred a year. And then travel campground to campground in retirement and basically just live on campgrounds. And have a post office hold my mail. Not that I get any these days. I'm mostly paperless. Like I check my mail once a week, and usually there's just an ad in there. Like if I miss payments or something, I'll just get a notification in my emails. Luckily that never happens because autopay. This is such a pretty game. Oh, man. Okay, that's weird. Oh no. Okay. The roads here are crazy. Yes, I am gonna ride over this line the whole way. I'm gonna ride over one of these lines the whole way, guaranteed. But yeah, I'm gonna play this game, and I'm gonna play Sailwind, which is like a cargo sailing game, fairly big world, though it is mostly just ocean and islands, archipelagos. Sailing mechanics are kinda complicated. Oh, uh-oh. I didn't do that. That's not my fault. They accelerated when I was changing lanes. If you didn't see it, then it didn't happen. And I'm just talking about nothing. But, yeah, I don't know. It'll probably be the video I upload after this one. I don't want to end these trucking videos, or I guess any logistics video, uh, before a delivery finishes, so I may just end this video once I get to my destination, which will be about 14 minutes. Though I guess if I am doing like a international delivery, those can get so long that I would just have to end the video at like a rest stop. That would be another decent alternative. I need to see if there are any other rest stops in the next 4 in-game hours. I'm not seeing one. Trip distance, trip time, 4 hours. How much time do I have remaining? 25 hours. Yep, we're pulling over. We're pulling off. Okay. I'm not gonna go that way. It's a really sharp turn. Let's go this way. And, okay. Ooh, rain. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, that's not the right button. So, yep. The gas has wiped out any other profit I would have made. That is brutal. I do prefer the trucking experience over sailing. Uh, like sailing is really relaxing because you're just on the ocean. There's not really any rules in that in those sorts of games. You just pick a direction and go. But with trucking, you have a lot of rules that you really should try to follow. And you gotta stay in your lane and all that. You can't just go in a direction and hit the accelerator. That structure makes it more interesting. All the neat things that a naval transport game manages to do is usually related to the weather and the complications that introduces. Oh my gosh. Okay, that wasn't that bad. I can't wait to get home and use the steering wheel. Oh yeah, right. Back to the original topic I started with. Um, Camping and all that. I found out my Ford Explorer is actually really well suited for camping out in a vehicle. It's got a lot more room than, say, I think 4Runners and Subaru Outbacks are very popular choices for that kind of thing. And I googled it, and Explorers have much more room. So, at least in the meantime, the Ford Explorer is quite nice. I just won't. Like, I could bring like a portable energy battery or something, maybe to plug my laptop into if I wanted to game at a campground. But I'm not sure I'd bother with that. I'd bring like an audiobook or something and just hang out at a place, maybe. I'd also need to bring my bike. That would help a lot. And I'll have my camera. I'll be taking pictures of stuff whenever I get around to going to a camp or park. But yeah, I want to visit all 63, 68, I forget, national parks in the US and make a little photo collection at each of them. Anything interesting that I see, just take a picture of that. If I can see the Milky Way, I'll take a picture of it while I'm at a park. I also want to travel down Route 66, see the food they got there. I know there's a bunch of restaurants down that, yeah, down that route. And I want to go coast to coast on a road trip at least once. I might do it a few times because you don't see everything on one trip. And going the northern way is more difficult due to terrain and I think depending on the time of year, the winds can be bad. I don't know if that only applies to trailers or not. But I'll have to make that trip eventually if I want to see what the northern part of the US has to offer as far as sightseeing. Man, I still plan on spending most of the year in the Philippines, probably just come back to the US for tax season. Uh, Going to Japan for a lot of stuff. If I have any friends in the US that want to split a property with me, there's also that. Oh man, it's rolling back. Okay, there we go. Oh, this is nice. I also want to visit the all the notable state parks. I can't visit every park in the US. I could try, but there's a lot of them. Oh, whoops. That's nice. But there's thousands of parks, and I'm not gonna bother with that. Not to a completely dedicated extent of every single one of them, anyway. The best ones, the good ones, yeah, sure. I wonder if I missed a turn somewhere. This is a very strange detour looking thing I'm taking because I'm gonna be driving up forward here, turning around and doubling back this way, and I guess traveling under the bridge I just crossed. So weird. Those speed limit signs are killing me. Almost none of them are matching up to what I'm allowed to go. Ugh. I hope those are fixed in the newest version. Like, I don't think it's a vanilla problem. It's gotta be the fact that I have over a couple hundred mods. It takes so long for this game to load up. There's like 8 gigabytes or something of stuff. And that's after trimming it down as much as I could. Like removing all the countries I probably would never visit. Like I think I took out most of Russia and Africa because the game the game's most lucrative transports all go to Russia because of the distance, the sheer distance from any other location to Russia. And same with Africa, basically. Africa's such a massive country. All the best jobs are going down that way, and I don't want that populating the list. It's not that it's cheating, it's just I've made those trips several times, and they've never been fun. And they've never really been that scenic either, and that's half the fun. I want to see pretty stuff. Oh yeah, we're going under the bridge. Hmm. Don't even get to see the view because of these panels. Lame. Or I guess fencing. But we're only a minute of real world time away from our destination, which is about half an hour in game time. Though I guess, like, I wouldn't need to split a house with somebody. That would just be if I wanted, like, a really long term place to stay. Probably to get away from the family or something. Still very tempting. Seriously? Yeah, $0 for that crash vehicle offense. You better be charging me nothing for that. That was not on me. So we're in Hull, and looks like a port of some kind. Yep. Oh, yeah. I have to back in the load. This is another reason I'm not a truck driver. I do not like backing stuff in at all. Well, yep, I can't do it. I can't do it. No, I can. I just hate having to make this a two-parter. But I gotta do this. If I just skip parking, what kind of trucker would I be? And I gotta do it in first person. Otherwise, it just ain't right. Better than nothing. Is it gonna crash? It crashed. Wonderful.